Hey survivors, and all you others that are in the multi-world, welcome to a little information about paradox control, the task force of the multi-world. And yes, I'm saying multi-world is a multiverse. I'll say that a little bit later. And yeah, we're going to essentially tell you all about it. So yeah. Before we begin, subscribe so you know neurotis. If you're going on enjoy survivors. Also, sorry about that little audio thing. I know that will probably stop issues, but oh well. So, let's start out with saying about the multi-world instead of the multiverse. Now, there is a multiverse, like different realities and all of that, but they're way too different that there's only one nexus universe, like one that affects everything, the most important stuff. So yeah, so in this there are parallels that make it into like alternates and parallels that make it into each other to make paradoxes, and that's what the paradox control does. Now I do want to say that this task force could travel like very similar worlds. Like you could have the same you, like similar you to you, but there's also world jumping. Now world jumping is essentially more common. Like you could even like say that it's like a portal. It could be like some actual jumping. You increase your size, whatever. So that's essentially more common than like to leap out of your own world and go to other worlds that are completely different from your own. Like nothing, like hardly any trace of a similarity. But, you know, it's normal enough so you could actually go there and travel. Of course, you could travel to alternate worlds, but that's where the paradox control is, where, well, they had to step in and because you did this. And yes, they act independently. So these are like heroes and villains, by the way, because there won't be like a definitive, there won't be like a definite reason why they do these things. So yeah, as long as they get the job done. So there are some trials because this is practically a career or a profession for these things. So first of all, I want to say that we're going to be using the example. This is a non-canonical example piece, example figure that I use as an avatar for displaying certain things like this. So yeah, I didn't make a drawing of this, but the first trial to start out trying to get into paradox control is answer paradox questions, like written questions. This is essentially like the basic thing where you have the enough intelligence. Although it does change because even the dumbest could actually pass this. Like, because even the dumbest could actually help in a way. But anyways, yeah, like it's essentially like contradictory phrases where one thing means the other, but it means also this at the same time. Well, one thing means that, but it's different from, like, it's complete opposite of what that is. So yeah, you have to solve that to get to the next trial. Now this next trial, you have to stare at the spherical tesseract. All right, so this is for an unprecedented time. In fact, I actually have the page right here open. So essentially, with sphere, with being a sphere, this is in a world of cubism and stuff taking over. So like, there's no such thing as like a circle of any sort, let alone a sphere. And then a tesseract, it could barely be comprehended by a regular being, so they had to stare at it for so long as it goes by. So yeah, you have to keep on staring at it for at least 34 hours. But yeah, that's still for an unknown amount of time. Like, they won't tell you or anything. They'll just let you watch it, and then you'll know when it happens. And if you can get through that, which is simply just having Well, not a staring contest. You could blink at times. The next one is censored because we can't get anyone to really like find out how like a way one at least one way to get out of it, and that is essentially to escape escape a distorted trial. Now, the distorted trial is essentially like almost like a weird twisted maze of some sort. This will help the paradox control handle like different environments of different places, because like yes, it's a little bit more similar to your world than the other, but that doesn't mean they can't be a little bit similar. There is a plane of existence called the parallels. In the parallels, those are like so random and distorted that you will need this training for it. So yeah, as long as you could be able to escape in any such of logic it is, even though there might not be any, then yeah. Now the third actual task at hand, although like the last one could have some trials mixed in, is you have to battle against your alternates to get something. It could be the paradox controller. If you need a reference to what that is again, here it is. So it could be that, or it could be like a lever, a button, just some sort of like piece of scrap metal, anything really. And you have to essentially compete against these because, again, these your alternates probably have also completed the previous 3 tasks. So now they're just trying to go at it. Even if they're friendly, they are having a bit of a drive enough to go after it. Now there are times where there's an undecided victor or victors, and at that time, they reset it, and you'll just have the same memory as you did like a few, like the moment you actually heard instruction. So yeah, I will just keep on going, but yeah, don't worry, they'll not make you fatigued or anything, so, and this won't like age you or anything. And so that's finally to this. Once you actually get through all of those trials, you'll be met with this. Now, their name isn't really known because this is the leader of the unknown and paradox control and improbability. So this is essentially that, like they're the leader for paradox control, and they'll usually handle it to you. Sometimes it's also Laurel, the leader of reality. I don't have an image right now, but yeah, so essentially they'll give it to you, and yeah, you get to be a paradox control. This could work on any sort of, like, this could work on clothing, this could work on flesh, it could attach anywhere. Essentially, you just need to wear it, and you're able to go in through this, and yeah, become part of the task force. Now, there are a few rules and stuff that are not really, like, you have to follow a bit, but sometimes these are a little bit iffy, like they could be changed. So I just broke it down to this. Essentially, as long as you, the paradox control, can deal with a paradox to make it better, then it's valid. As long as it gets fixed in any sort of way. Doesn't matter how or why or something like that, but still. Yeah. So the first rule here, don't, out of no circumstances, don't take a vacation, because you can't take this for leisure. Now, of course, like, these tasks could take several years or decades or whatever, how much time is needed. And yeah, you could relax at some point, but you still have a mission. So you can't stay like this for all the time. So yeah, again, this is the most definite no there is, but it still could be altered. Now the next one is this. You can't go to a world that is practically the same as yours. Yes, I said that it sounds like it's a contradictory thing. Like, you just said that we could go to worlds that are similar to ours, but it can't be exact. like all the way down to the exact moment and events in your time. So, yeah. So this essentially is like cheating time travel in a sort. But these are iffy because like these could create the paradoxes that paradox controller can get. I'm just going through all the no's, and this should be the last one. So yeah. You can also bring like something or someone from one world or another, and thus you can't bring like a dolphin. In this example, this is a dolphin that he was trying to bring back, but you can't really do that. You can't really do that. Although again, it is iffy because there is the chance that you could have like someone of the same paradox troll that you know from your world or something like that. So yeah, that's how it could change. Now we go on to something that is accepted. Like yeah, you could. This is what it's about. Like you could actually meet up, maybe join bonds with another version of yourself from another world. So as long as they're pretty different, as you can see, this one is the one we've been following, and this one is the one from another world. This is just an example, like the name. And yeah, okay. And now last card. Although there will be more rules and stuff probably in the future, these are just for now. There is the rare chance, because even though that whole like trial thing could be reset or something to feel like a better chance of winning, it is still a rare chance that you'll have two or more members of Paradox Control that are alternate to yourself, as you can see. And in that case, you should be very lucky then. Like that hardly happens at all. And yeah, you could actually even team up with them if like they're on the same page. But yeah, like it's still rare, and yeah, it's pretty unlikely, but at least it's accepted enough so you could actually, this is possible. So yeah, again, this is rare. All right. But yeah, that's essentially it for all I have to say about paradox control. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this explains, well, at least gives you an idea or of a concept of something. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn your note, and their autism, and their autism to go online and join subscribers. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye, all you multi-world beings. Yeah.